Hi, everybody. So we're wearing our mask, and some of us are having an okay time of it in this pandemic, and some of us aren't. So I wanted to talk to you today about the balance of physical, mental, and spiritual, which is all that we are. We're not necessarily a political person, we're not necessarily a sociological person, but yes, those are choices, but we definitely are spiritual, and through the mind, we create our physical. That's just what it is. And these are some of my paintings. This is Earth over here, and it's surrounded by beings of light. And they are not just angelic creatures, but they are energy forces that guide us, protect us, and are us in our spirit bodies. We are an army of spiritual beings right now, right, living on the hard surface of Earth. We don't have to be out there in the ether, in the cosmos. We can be there in our minds, but we can also, in our everyday life, be more conscious of our true nature, which is unlimited. And then there's other expressions that I do with my art, with my writing. And I wanted to tell you today what I'm going to do as an offering, as a gift for a lot of people who have told me, gosh, they just don't know how to do yoga, they can't figure it out, they can't get to class. Things are too complicated, everybody's so extreme, there's all these young chickies in the spandex clothes, and a lot of people are really scared of yoga because it seems formidable if they don't know that it can be a very simple and beautiful home practice. So I am designing 7 classes, and I'm going to have the entire class up in YouTube. I have a YouTube channel, for those of you who don't know. Here on Instagram, you just see a little snippet, but then other things can be longer on YouTube. So I have been thinking about this for quite a while, since the pandemic began, which was months ago. We are now being severely tested as a human family. All of us do whatever we can to get by. Hopefully you are not gaining weight. I gain a pound one day and then I lose it the other, and I like my chocolate. Chocolate is a well-known source of reducing cortisol. And during times of stress, I like my chocolate, I must admit. But I keep aware of how much I'm using so that the next day I have to pull back and say, okay, I went a little overboard. Chocolate is my Achilles heel. I no longer do inebriants. I don't do any plant medicines. I am an old hippie. I've done it, been there, and believe me, meditation is where it's at if you want to have that inner connection to the serenity and the connection to the cosmos that a lot of people are doing plant medicine for. And that's okay. That's something I did back in my 20s. And people have to explore what they want to explore. Hopefully you're not drinking too much, because alcohol is really just, a bummer. It's a narcotic. Hopefully you get into your breath and treating yourself with higher vibrations than with alcohol. Alcohol lowers your vibrations. So I do chocolate. Chocolate is my thing. But yet, okay, so with the body, we don't want to do too much of even chocolate or even something healthy like figs. A friend of mine had a wonderful fig tree, and I just gobbled up figs, and I made fig pie, and I made fig preserves, and I made fig this and fig that, and yeah, a few lbs does accrue whenever we overdo it. So my way of keeping my body balanced is to weigh myself practically every dang day and to see if 1 or 2 pounds has come on, and then I say, okay, today is a day of restriction, not dieting, just say, okay, instead of having 10 pieces of chocolate, maybe I'll just have 1 or none for today. So The classes that I'm going to offer are going to be step by step by step, introducing very basic yoga techniques along with discovering the magic of the energies of the chakras. Because as we get deeper into a yoga practice, our spine moves and automatically consciousness expands and thoughts get stilled, and we begin to have experiences that sometimes teachers talk about and sometimes they don't. But I wanted to have a very condensed 7 classes dealing with each of the 7 chakras. And I'm not a yoga teacher professionally, although I am certified, but I love to turn people onto yoga because I've been doing it since I was 18, and you can tell I'm a little older than 18. I'm not afraid to say that I am 72, and I have been doing yoga long enough to say that I am a lifelong yogini. Yoginis wear bikinis, and usually I like to wear bikinis when I do yoga, so don't look to me for showing off the latest and the greatest of the yoga gear. It ain't going to happen. I'm just a down-home type of let's get it on and do it wherever we are, however we can, and with love, and with the idea that self-care, taking care of our own body, mind, spirit, is the most important thing. Because if we are out of balance, then we affect everybody around us, our circle gets affected by our imbalance, and inevitably everybody's little circle becomes society, and the world at large becomes imbalanced. So each of us has a responsibility, just like each of us has a responsibility as a responsible citizen to vote. But we don't have to be fanatic political people. We can vote, we can have our voice, but we don't have to go out there and dedicate our lives to this realm of politics that has nefarious and weird constructions going on. I don't advise that. I advise to instead put your passion into discovering the inner life, the inside power that is within each one of us, and it is consciousness. The more we become aware of awareness, the more life is magical. Even if there are unbearable things going on, like pandemics and weird political things and protests that can turn violent and disease rampant and people getting really kind of uncomfortable. So I just wanted to announce that I'm going to be offering this. I've been thinking about it a lot. And during my own yoga practice, which is a daily commitment, even if it's just simple breathing, a simple stretch, if I have a busy day, I just want to share the way I do yoga, which is Teza Yoga. It doesn't have any other name. It's just the conglomerate of everything I've studied and everything I stand for. So I hope you will be checking it out, and I hope to see you again. And I have a brand new website up. If anybody wants to see about my work and my books, I have tezalord.com, which is brand new, a revised form of myself. And I'm so happy to be involved with the world and to spread joy and positive thinking, which we need to do a lot more of, because a thought is energy, and our brain does not know the difference between, is this a fact or is this my made-up energy? And a thought of positive ideas is going to be the same as if the actual positive thing was a fact. So this has been studied. Fill your mind with positive thinking. And remember that love is the weapon of mass illumination. Just spread love and first focus it on yourself. Love yourself and love what you are. And if you want to get better, then seek out people who have something that you're attracted to. And I love you all, and I hope I'll see you with the lessons, the 7 yoga lessons. I haven't named them or anything yet, and I'll be doing that soon. This is a commitment. I'm committing myself. I better get my act together. chocolate. More chocolate.